Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. Just thought we'd come down just to have a look in the polytunnels, and I think we're at the stage now where we're going to have to probably put a lot of this sort of stuff to bed. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of more produce off these things. The serpent gourd especially, it's one of those things that again needed that quite long growing season. And it's too cold now. I think everything's really started slowing down, including this, even though there's some what looks like little fruit on them, but it already looks as if the cold's got to them. So let's have a look and we'll show you what's going on in the polytunnel. Okay, I've already pulled out the glory lily. I'll be taking the tubers out of there, sticking them in a nice paper bag, just so that they don't rot over the winter period. Serpent gourd, as I said, I think everything's really slowed down now, even though there's kind of an attempt to make fruit. There's a couple of those sort of kicking around, but they don't really amount to anything. They kind of just disappear. Still putting out even now. The tomato is definitely coming out today. I've harvested everything else off that one the other day. There's probably about half a dozen tomatoes that were still on it. Plenty of weeding in this polytunnel. And again, the okra, we'll take what we've got off it. Again, not really great this year. Probably needs a bit more space, a bit more heat than it's definitely had this year. It's tried, but it's a bit disappointing. Again, lots of weeding near the bottom there, but so we'll clear that out today as well. We'll go through. So this here was where I planted the mustards a few days back. No sign of life yet, but I'm kind of really not expecting too much just yet. It's been still quite cold. Temperature wise, let's have a look at the thermometer. So we've got, let's see if I can get you the light. Difficult to see. Okay. So there we go. So we've had 12 degrees. It's 12 degrees in here at the minute. It's got up as far as 28.5 still. That's still quite warm for here, even though the polytunnel is full of holes. But you see that bottom temperature. So we're dropping below 0 now. So the frosts are well and truly with us. Which means the Brugmansia and the Datura are pretty much also on their last legs. You'll notice with the Datura, these thorn apples have just started to open. So what we want to do is basically take these off before they disperse themselves. I don't want any poisonous plants germinating where I don't want them, really. It's difficult with some, like the foxgloves. I'm kind of pulling them out from where I don't want them, but these, I kind of think we just need to be a little bit more cautious about potentially where they're going to grow. But there's quite a few of these thorn apples on the Datura that we can harvest for seeds and things like that. I've got some new seeds for next year, some more different colours and things, so we'll grow some more varieties next year. The overflow chilies, again, looking a bit worse for wear now. Self-seeded Anchor Sunrise has done really well this year, and a variety of other different ones. I think this was a self-seeded one here. It's got Priscilla Bargio at the bottom, but I don't think that is. I think I've lost that one. The Goronong here, which has fallen over. Again, got some nice little pods on there. We'll harvest what we can before we kind of get rid of the plants. And there's a bit of a mix, really. So the last couple of pods on my Sugar Rush Stripey. Berriborough Brown, though, did really well this year. I've had quite a few off this plant and quite a few off the other plants I've got on the plot. Again, did really well. The most expensive chili in the world, this Agicharapita, it's still trying to put flowers out, but I've not really had much at all off it. So maybe that's why it's so expensive, because it's such a finicky little plant. And if you look past at the plant down the bottom there, so that's a jigsaw chili. Nice little hot pods. Again, not too hot, but not too bad. And then over here, the rainforest chili, which was okay. Again, they've not ripened really much. We'll take them off the plant. They'll ripen off the plant. So really, I think for this, at least this particular polytunnel, we'll clear the beds, and then we'll plant some more things like mustards and pak choi and things like that in here, just for that little longer growing season. Even a bit of chard might grow in here.